Hello internet friends. In today's video I will be riveting together the fuselage side frame assemblies. Now what you see here is I've basically Quicoed all of the baggage ribs to the bottom fuselage skin, and I did that so I could figure out where every part goes. But before you rivet them to the skin, you need to rivet these assemblies together. So I'm unclicoing them, and I'm going to rivet the side frame assemblies together. And hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, although I didn't really make a mistake. It was more, I haven't worked on the plane in about a week, and so I'm rusty coming back into figuring this out. Oh, I did get a new tool. I got the cherry rivet puller. Seems to work fine and not have the stem break off before the rivet is set, so that was good. $100 makes all the difference, I guess. So once again, I'm going to emphasize that following the order of Quicoing things together in the plans is critical, and paying attention. Like here, I accidentally used some cherry rivets where it says to use some AN470 rivets, although it does say you could substitute them, so that's fine. It's just the difference between using a 1-cent rivet and a 50-cent rivet to put these together. And the reason why it has you use cherry rivets is there's some angles in there where you're just not going to get the squeezer or a bucking bar or anything. So everything worked out fine, except I got confused about how to rivet some of these together, and it's because I haven't been working on the plane, it wasn't obvious to me that I should have used the rivet gun, and I'm just trying to use the squeezer on everything because this squeezer is so much easier than everything else. Although we'll see later that I actually get out my new 2X rivet gun, and it seems to do a great job of the one place where you need to use the rivet gun. Alright, some updates. I haven't worked on the plane in about a week, maybe a little more, and that's because I've been traveling. So one of my goals is when I retire, I don't know, 20, 30 years from now, whenever, is to basically live on an air park. Now that's being really optimistic with medicals, but I'm just going to pretend, or not pretend, I'm going to expect that medical science will have progressed in 30 years, that I can have a new robot body, or at least something that's capable of maintaining a medical, assuming medicals are still a thing 30 years from now. So anyway, I want to retire to an air park, so I've been looking around at different air parks and thinking maybe I should just buy a piece of land now, and then over the next 20, 30 years I could build on it. So this weekend, or the previous weekend, I went to go look at an air park, and I actually took my drone to survey it. It's the first time I've ever used my Part 107 license, even though I got it 2 years ago. First time I've surveyed something with the drone. So anyway, you can see over there, there's the runway. There's not many houses up there, maybe like 5. But this particular property, there's a giant crevice that goes over there that's like 15 feet deep. So I decided that property is not going to work for me, so I will keep looking for a place to retire. And then after that, I pretty much had to immediately go to work and go out to Pearl Harbor and install a server. And so unfortunately I got sick out there, which it's not fun being sick in Hawaii, so I ended up staying an extra day and just staying in the hotel and staying in bed. I was planning on catching the red eye back because I had other work to go to at the end of the week, and I was sick enough that I was like, I'm not getting on the airplane with my sinuses all messed up because that will cause pain. So I stayed all day in bed, and then was a little better, and then came back and it still was moderately painful when we descended back into Vegas. So recovered for another day, got a little better, went and did more work, and finally I'm back so I can start working on the plane again. And even today, slept most of the day to try to recover, and still didn't feel like working, but you know, my motto is let's do an hour a day on this plane, so it finally gets done. So here we are, and this is actually 2 hours worth of work. Okay, so this is important to see. This one place on here where you have to use the rivet gun to attach this baggage rib, which has the seatbelt attachment on it. So you're not going to get the squeezer in there, it's just not big enough, and I thought I messed up, and I actually drilled it out so I could try again, and I realized, nope, I followed the instructions perfectly correct. I just have to use the rivet gun to make that work. So if you're having similar thoughts, just know, use the rivet gun, it's not that bad. My 2X gun worked pretty well. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone has a great weekend. If you want to come chat RVs, the link for our Slack group is in the description. I will see you all in the next video. Take care until then.